Hello all, this is Stephanie with Sam Designs, and I'm here today to show you how to make this adorable tile leaf picture frame. And these first two items are from Dollar Tree. It's a single tile, plastic, and a wooden leaf that I traced out onto the back of the tile and just traced all around it with a Sharpie, and then I cut the entire leaf out with just a scissors. If you want to use an X-Acto knife, you can do that too, but scissors was just easier for me. And it took a couple minutes though to get around all the grooves and everything of the leaf. So this part was pretty simple, just time consuming. And then you'll take that little plastic piece off eventually here. But what I did is I grabbed my burnt orange acrylic folk art paint, and you can use any color that may match your decor, but I just thought this was so fallish and matched my picture. So whatever picture you're gonna use for your frame, you may wanna match that up. And then once that was completely dry, I grabbed my dark brown acrylic paint, or you can use a vintage paint, and either works fine. And I used one coat, it wasn't real thick, and I took a damp paper towel with just a little bit of water on it and wiped it off. And this method is really cool because it left all of the darker pieces to make it really look vintagey and add so much character. And it just took off most of that layer and left the dark brown in the grooves. And I just was more than happy with the way it turned out. It really surprised me. So then you're going to take your picture, and whatever way your picture goes, you're going to find a square. And if you look around your home, I found this little frame, but if you look around your home, there's so many things that are square. And I just traced it so I could get a pretty good even square and fit my picture to that square to make sure that it would fit in that hole perfectly. And then again, because this is flexible, you can use a scissors to cut it out like I did, or if you wanted to lay the leaf on top of a piece of cardboard to protect it, you can use an X-Acto knife and cut it out, whatever is easiest for you. And once that was done, I turned it over and put my wooden piece on the back, because this is going to give it stability. And you're going to take the picture and line it up perfectly before you glue anything down. And mine fit good here, so I just took one strip of glue and then used my Sharpie or some sort of a flat piece just to smooth it out so there were no bumps in the picture. That way that piece is just going to hold it into place. And then I measured everything out, made sure it fit well, and then I just glued the rest of the wooden leaf with the glue gun all around the edges and the little stem, and put a little bit of glue in the inside of the leaf and just stuck it all on there. And you have to work quick with a glue gun, as you know. Make sure everything was pressed on there well and nothing was falling apart. And then to hide any imperfections, I thought this was a good idea. So I grabbed my fall leaf and my fall leaf ribbon, and I just kind of measured it out with my fingers and thought what size would be best to cut the ribbon. And then I used 4 pieces, so I cut 4 pieces. As you can see, I'm kind of measuring with my fingers, cut 2 pieces for either side, and I just kind of framed it. This way it'll like cover up any Sharpie marks or any imperfections with you cutting, or anything, any glue marks, and it just turned out so nice. I'm so glad the way that framed that. Now next, you can use a cream ribbon, but I could not find flat cream ribbon that I could put my stamp on, which you'll see in the next step. So I just took a piece of cream fabric and ripped it, or you can cut it, but this ripped pretty easy. And then I cut it, so this is going to be the bottom part of my bow, and then I cut about another 3-inch piece, and I used that for the top part of the bow, and I just kind of stuck it together. So here I just bunched up the middle to make it look like the top part of the bow, and then I stuck the bottom piece I stuck to that, so it just accented the bottom of the leaf and the stem really nice. So I'm flattening that part out because I want to add the word blessed to this. Grateful or thankful would have been another good thing for the holiday and for Thanksgiving, because I want to set this out my Thanksgiving table. So this part was really fun, and this is just like my new favorite thing, is this stamp collection that I got. So these are on Amazon as well, and I can list that. Then I put this once the stamps were all done and my word was spelled out, I took a little tool, because the piece of wood leaf comes with a pre-made hole, but I wanted to add the ribbon to it. So I got another piece of fall ribbon that had a little color to match the rest of the frame, and I stuck it through that little hole. So as you can see, I'm going to use my tool here and poke a little hole through the tile so that ribbon will fit through. And with my ribbon, I did a pointed edge so it could fit through because it was a little bit thicker than the hole, and it worked out just fine. This way it gives you the option if you wanted to hang it up above, or you can make several of these with different, maybe your kids' pictures or something, and you could hang them from a doorway, or you could hang them from, like I have a light fixture that I just hung it from, but I wanted to have that option. It just adds a little bit of color. So I hung it, you can hang it over a barnwood door, or you can hang it on a door, and mine fit nicely on my dining room table with the rest of my decor. But I love the way it looks hanging as well, so there's just a few different ideas. Hope you enjoyed it.